Hi guys, so I just kind of wanted to talk to you today about why I picked this campaign and this cause for my Gold Award and like my personal experience with the R word. So when I was about 9 years old, which is still pretty young, the 4th grade, I used to use the word retard every single day. And at no point in time did any Girl Scout leader, any teacher, any hall monitor, any parent, any sibling, any, adult or supervising figure ever turn to me and say, like, you really shouldn't use that word, or you're not allowed to use that word, or, you don't really mean that, or explain to me, did not explain to me why that word is bad. But I will never forget about this, and this is something I thought about a lot when I was doing this project, is in the 3rd grade, I was with my mom, and I had gotten a paper cut or something, and I said, oh shoot, and my mom was like, don't use that language, it's not ladylike. And it's funny that something like that I got corrected for, but I was never corrected in using the word retard, because it's just so commonplace, and people don't even bat an eyelash when you say it a lot of the times, especially in my situation. So as I got older, stopped using that word as much, then stopped using it at all because I realized that I didn't like it. Then when other people used it, it made me uncomfortable, and I think it was around the 10th grade when I finally realized that it is okay for me to ask people who I'm around to stop using that word because it makes me uncomfortable. And just like it's okay for you to ask people to use a different word or pick a new word or anything you want to use, because if it makes you uncomfortable, you don't have to listen to it. And a lot of times the immediate response that I get is, oh, well, I didn't mean it that way, or freedom of speech, Merkel. Yes, you are allowed to use that word. No, I don't have to be comfortable with it, and I can leave the situation and not be your friend anymore because I don't like that word, and you don't even realize, what you're doing. When people say, I did not mean it that way, I just want to punch them in the face, basically. Because, don't punch anyone in the face. Because, I think sometimes we forget that all civilization basically revolves around language, and the whole purpose of language is that you give meaning to words, and that's how you communicate. So when people say I didn't mean it that way, then why did you use that word? I mean, don't get me wrong, language definitely does evolve, but if you didn't mean it that way, then why did you use that word? I don't know, it's just not an excuse to me, and an important part of this campaign was that if you don't feel comfortable with any sort of word or situation, you are allowed to ask that person or that group of people to stop, to pick a new word, because if it doesn't make you comfortable, you do not have to live with that. They can use that word anywhere else in the whole entire world, but it's not allowed to be used around you. I hope this video inspired you to make your own video response to the contest video. I can't wait to see them all.